Hi, Kevin from the Awareness website here, and we're going to introduce you to something here. Now, because in the last little bit I got sick, I was running too many identities, and if you want to know what that's all about, check out our video on Introduction to Identities and how that maybe applies to the Tai Chi and all that kind of stuff. But what we want to do is every Wednesday and Friday we want to do a Facebook blurb on some stuff that we touch on in class. So a couple little tidbits and stuff that we come across in class that seems to apply to a lot of people, and maybe some specifically. And then on Sundays we're going to do a short video to elaborate on some of the stuff that we've talked about. We're going to talk about a few little things that we've gone through in class. And number one, keeping in mind that when you're pushing out and stuff, it's very common for a lot of people to push and their shoulders go up. So you want to learn to keep your shoulders relaxed. So when you're doing Toyus or left grass bird's tail, don't let the shoulders push out. Don't push with the shoulders. Relax the shoulders. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And another thing that came up is when we were doing this waist turning exercise, there's a couple people that commented that, oh, I'm getting a little dizzy. And when you watch them, what they're doing is they're watching their fingers as they go across. And that's going to make anybody dizzy. So when you're doing these exercises, and pretty much all the foundation exercises, don't watch your hands. Try and get a sort of a horizon gaze. So as you're turning, your eyes are just sort of following the horizon and the body's turning. So you don't want to be focusing specifically on your fingertips. Look past them. Take in the whole room. Another thing that we were touching on, and this is very important as you start to progress, is and as I mentioned before, people push with their arms, their shoulders go up and stuff, so you want to try and relax the shoulders. And something that can help you do that is to focus on pushing with the legs. So the push does not come from the arms. The arms express from the push that comes from the legs. So that when you do a Toyu, you push from the leg and the arms just expand out and express. And you relax. When you go back, push from the front leg, the arms cross, you relax. That loads up your back leg. You set the arms up and push from the back leg and the arms go out. As opposed to pushing out with the arms and pulling back the body and pushing out with the arms. The more you can relax and use your legs, the more the body can relax, and the more connected everything gets. And another thing that's just very, very common, and you know, I joke around and I try and let people know that your feet are connected to the ends of your legs. They're not going to leave, so you don't have to watch them. People have a tendency to look down when they do the movements. So, and you know, particularly moves like brush knees and stuff, people have a tendency to want to look down and sort of check and see where everything is. And they go through this whole process, and they step and they look down and they get going, and then they look down again. And what happens is when you look down, your whole spinal column drops. There's a sort of collapsing that goes on, and the spine is no longer expressing outwards from that leg push. So trying again, even when you're going through the set, keep a view of the horizon. Try and keep your eyes focused forward and sort of on a level gaze so that you're not looking down, you're not looking up or anything. Just look straight ahead, and so you're not tilting and falling forward like that. And another thing that's I like to express and let people know, especially in the beginner stage, when you're going through all the beginner moves, it can be very overwhelming. You're learning new move after new move after new move, and hopefully you get a bit of a space so you can kind of practice and, you know, kind of tune up a little bit what you've just been learning. But a lot of people, it can be really overwhelming? Well, just to let you know, when you get to the first 17 moves, that section from the beginning to the first 17 moves is pretty much the basis for the rest of the set. So you've already learned pretty much everything you need to know in that first 17 moves that will apply to the rest of the set. So it gets easier after that. So just to give you, a little bit of chance to relax and kind of ease up on yourself, just keep in mind that that first 17 moves, it gets easier. And then after you've learned the set, then you go back with your continuing class and you start all over. Now you start to break it down a little bit more. Now you know where the hands and feet go, so now you can start to relax a little bit more, think a little bit less when you're doing the moves, and then it really starts to work the body. The more you can relax, the more benefit to the body it is. So that's it for now. So check out our Facebook. We've got Wednesdays and Fridays coming up with our Facebook blurbs on our Classroom Classics, and Sundays will be the videos. So stay tuned on our YouTube channel, keep checking the website, like the Facebook, like the website, and we'll see you again.